Evaluation of the neck. Evaluation of carotid artery disease is described on BP 658. Positioning and inspection. Sit the patient upright at rest with the head looking straight ahead. Inspect the neck from the front, side, and if necessary, behind. Observe the neck at rest and during swallowing, a glass of water. If necessary, inspect rotation left and right. Observe the neck while asking the patient to protrude the tongue. Inspection includes looking for the following: overall symmetry and lumps. Are there obvious lumps? Are they single or multiple? Is the lump lying in or close to the midline? Does the lump move with swallowing, suggests thyroid-related lesion? Skin abnormalities. Are there any ulcers of sinuses, suggests chronic infections such as TB? Associated structures. Is there evidence of venous engorgement or collateral vessels visible? Palpation. Be systematic. Palpate the regions of the neck in order. Use both hands with the flats of the fingers to compare each side, but move only one hand at once to prevent cross-palpation. A typical sequence of palpation is anterior triangle, bottom to top, submental area, submandibular area, posterior triangle, top to bottom, supraclavicular fossa, parotid, preauricular, and postauricular areas. Repalpate the neck with the patient swallowing a mouthful of water, particularly the anterior triangle, see Fig 2.1. Lastly, feel specifically for the carotid arteries. Lumps. Is it single or multiple? Multiple strongly suggests lymphadenopathy. Is it strictly in the midline, likely to be related to the thyroid? Does it move with swallowing, almost always thyroid-related? What are the general features? Thyroid lumps. Is it unilateral or bilateral? Does it move with tongue protrusion? Carotid arteries. Are they normal, ecstatic, or aneurysmal? Supraclavicular fossa. Is there associated lymphadenopathy, suggests malignancy? Auscultation. Listen to the carotid arteries and any large masses for bruits, suggesting a hypervascular local circulation or stenosis. Investigations: ultrasound, easy to perform and painless, avoids radiation dose, highly sensitive for the differentiation between solid tumors and cysts. Aspiration cytology, easy to perform and quick to report on, often done in 1/2 day during outpatients, usually well tolerated in outpatients. Provides only cellular information and relies upon cellular atypia for a diagnosis of malignancy. Does not provide histological information. Occasionally therapeutic for cysts, good sensitivity and specificity. Contraindicated where there is a suspicion the lesion may be vascular. CT scanning. Useful for assessment of extensive local invasion and regional and systemic staging of tumors. Allows evaluation of the thorax in some thyroid tumors. CT PET scanning. Occasionally used to assess indeterminate lesions identified on plain CT and identify unsuspected metastatic disease. MRI scanning. Useful for detailed assessment of local invasion of tumors.